Hello, and welcome to episode 31 of the Pixel Street Podcast, where each and every week we get together to talk about one of the things we love the most, that is video games. As always, I'm one of your hosts, Joel Campos, and I'm joined by the man who has signed up for the Fortnite mobile beta 5 times, John Hansen. What is going on, John?
Are you sure you're not talking about you?
No.
About Fortnite. Not much. Just another week. More video games coming out soon. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, a lot of games. Like the rush of games is coming this following week, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about in terms of what we're playing next week. I anticipate
for sure.
But yeah, anyway, this week we're gonna be discussing a familiar face coming to the Soul Calibur franchise, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the newest installment in the Tomb Raider series, and Fortnite coming to mobile, as I already stated. As always, you can get our podcast on most podcast platforms on Mondays, as well as on YouTube, where you can watch us record the show live, much like we are doing right now, on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's get to the new releases coming out this week. You want to start with tomorrow?
All right, yeah, sure. Tomorrow, we got Kirby Star Allies coming out on the Switch, Splatoon 2 Starter Edition coming to Switch, Burnout Paradise Remastered coming to the PS4 and Xbox One, Toki-Tori for the Switch, and Last Day of June on the Switch.
Sorry, for those of you that may be watching out of date, tomorrow would be March 16th, 2018.
Yeah, whoops.
So yeah, I mean, a pretty major release coming to the Switch with Kirby Star Allies.
Yeah, I've been pretty excited for this. I always love Kirby games. I acknowledge that they are completely easy, and it's not really much of a challenge, but I think that's kind of the charm of Kirby, is he's just a pink blob. It's just a fun game, and I really think it's going to be fun to play with my daughter. Besides that, though, the Last Day of June, I'm actually pretty excited for.
What is that?
Do you know what that game is?
No, I do not.
I actually just made a post about it on that video game blog today. But it's an indie game that was originally released last year for PC and PS4. It's only like $20, but it's releasing on Switch tomorrow, and 505 Games got a hold of me. They're like, hey, you want to talk about this? I'm like, sure. It looks really cool. It's about this guy and his wife. She dies, and he like tries to go back in time to save her, and it's supposed to be like really emotional, and it's got some awesome art style to it and some awesome music. I'm really excited to give it a try on my Switch tomorrow.
Sounds pretty cool. I'll have to look into it. I haven't been playing much of my Switch, but I'll get into that in a little bit because there's a few games I was playing. One of them including Kirby that I want to go more in depth about.
All right, and before we move on, I did not know about the starter edition for Splatoon 2. Do you know what that is?
I think it just comes with extra stuff. I'm not entirely sure.
Just kind of like a Game of the Year edition kind of thing?
Yeah, I think so, essentially. Which is weird that they would come out with this kind of Game of the Year thing, and because I don't think it comes with that new single-player DLC that was announced last week.
That hasn't released yet, has it?
No, so I don't know what this is exactly.
If that is what it is, it would make much more sense to release it afterwards, but who knows? I haven't looked into it at all.
Yeah, neither have I. It's, interesting.
All right. So moving on. March 9th.
Yep, on March 19th, 2018, we have Ty, the Tasmanian Tiger, Knight of the Quincan coming to PC.
I'm guessing that's what it is.
That's probably my favorite name on this list. The day following that, March 20th, 2018, Attack on Titan 2 coming to the PS4 and Switch, Sea of Thieves coming to PC and Xbox One, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered coming to PS4 and Xbox One, and Titan Quest also coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
I'm pretty surprised to see Ty the Tasmanian Tiger still around. Like,
I don't even know what that is, dude. I have no idea.
It's a series that was like originally around during the original Xbox and PS2 days, and it had a few games. I want to say there were 3 of them, but they never like really caught on or anything. It's very Australian and everything. I don't want to say it was not popular, but it like wasn't a huge hit. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if this is a remake or anything, but yeah, that's very interesting. Sea of Thieves, I think we've talked about that. We're both really excited for that to come out. That's probably going to be on both of our playing lists.
Oh yeah, I mean, We'll get into it in a little bit, but I actually want a copy of that. We were just talking about. We were texting this
Yeah,
morning
yeah, you lucky dog.
while you were up at. I don't even know why you were up so late, but you texted me like 2 hours before I got to work, and I know that it wasn't because you were up late or that you were up early. I mean,
You caught me.
yeah. Moving on, March 22nd, 2018. We have Manticore Galaxy on Fire coming to Switch. By the way, the 22nd is a Thursday, and Thursdays lately have just all been Switch games. So, yeah, these are all Switch games. We also have Slay Away Camp Butcher's Cut coming to Switch, Gekido Kintaro's Revenge coming to Switch, and Eat Beat Dead Spike Son coming to Switch. So far, like of all these games coming out in the following week, I think Sea of Thieves is the one I'll play most of. But following that is definitely going to be Kirby Star Allies.
Yeah,
For reasons I'll get into because I played the demo a little bit.
yeah,
But yeah, so let's move on to our next segment where we just talk about because I think the Xbox One backwards compatibility is one of the coolest features that they've come out with in the past few years. And honestly, like I don't even use it that much. I guess I kind of do because one of the games I'm playing is backwards compatible. But I just think it's really cool, and I think it's worth noting because every week we've had the podcast since we started doing this. There's been at least one game that's been made backwards compatible. So, John, you want to talk about these games?
yeah. We got Axel and Pixel, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker HD, and Ghost Recon Future Soldier. And going back to what you were just saying there, it's really impressive what Microsoft has done. I mean, when they first announced backwards compatibility, everyone was excited and everything. But I think we all kind of had this idea that, oh, it would only be a certain number of games. And they said, no, we're going to continuously add more and more as time goes on. And they've really held true to that. They've really hit the nail on the head, whatever you want to say. They've really stuck with it, and it's good to see.
Yeah, it's really is crazy to me that they like so many games have been backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Like there have been 3 released this week. That was on March 6th, 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Have you played any of those games though?
I can't remember if I played Ghost Recon Future Soldier or not. I don't think I did. I think it came out late in the Xbox 360's life cycle, so I didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But I played through Metal Gear Solid 1. I think Peace Walker is the second one, isn't it? Or no?
I've never played a Metal Gear game.
But anyway, I did not play it. Is what I'm trying to get to. But yeah, I think backwards compatibility is an amazing thing. And with rumors of PS4, Sony PlayStation in general, filing patents for backwards compatibility, it's exciting. But at the same time, in my personal opinion, the Sony backwards compatibility patents, I think, are just going to be for PS5 to PS4 backwards compatibility.
I agree. I 100% agree because I don't really see them moving on from Blu-ray disc anytime soon. If so, there's some new technology out there that we don't even know about. But yeah, I agree. It's just so they can bring their PS4 games over. Maybe PS5 will release a little sooner than the next Xbox then. Who knows?
I mean, PS3 discs were also Blu-ray discs.
Yeah, they were. They could do that too.
I think it's just a matter of the infrastructure of the console itself. Like they can't even change their names yet, which is insane.
Yeah, they're
like my PSN name is AskBelonker69. Like, let me change it.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Someday, maybe.
All right. So what have you been playing this week, Joel?
So I kind of teased a little bit. I was playing Kirby Star Allies. I played the demo. I played through it. The demo wasn't too long. It took us maybe 20 minutes total. Me and my girlfriend played it. It's exciting because she's actually really excited to play it. And I don't get to play many games with her because she's not really a gamer. Mm-hmm. Like, she'll play Super Mario Odyssey, which is a single-player game. And she'll pretty much play through any Mario game, but they're all, like, single-player experiences. She also plays The Sims, but as soon as, like, we were talking last week, I told you, I was like, I'll have to download the demo and see if she likes it. And she really did like it, and it was actually a lot of fun for me, too. I thought it was a pretty good game, so I pre-ordered it through Amazon, and I just checked my order status like half an hour ago. and it still hasn't shipped. So I like contacted them and was like, "What the hell? Like I pre-ordered this last week. I should be getting it tomorrow." And they're like, "Oh, it looks like it's shipping locally, so you should have it by the end of the day tomorrow." So if it's not here by the time I get home from work, I'm probably just gonna go pick it up from Best Buy or something.
Mm.
Just because I know we want to play it tomorrow night. Those are
Yeah.
our Friday night plans.
How did you think playing multiplayer was? Because when I played the demo, I only played single player.
Multiplayer was cool. The thing that sucks is only one person gets to be Kirby in the
Mm.
multiplayer, which I mean is understandable because there's only one Kirby in the game, right?
Yeah.
So like I was player two technically, and she was player one, and she was playing as Kirby, and I was just playing as like the pals you get because
Hmm.
like by the end of the demo they have it so you have four pals, like you and three others total, and I was just one of the other pals. The cool thing though is like I can change into one of the other pals if I want to use their moves or something at any time. But I mean, it seems like playing as Kirby is the way to go, just because it seems like Kirby has more abilities in a way. Like Kirby's abilities are different than being one of the pals.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Kirby is, I mean, he's the star of the show. He's always going to have the most in that series. But yeah, I was kind of curious if you could switch between people when you're the second player or anything, because you can just completely leave off your pals and get some new ones whenever you wanted. So I was wondering how that worked. But
Yeah, you could switch over to any of them, and I think even as Kirby, I didn't play as Kirby at all. But can't you just switch out like your weapon for theirs at any time?
uh, no, because that would actually require you like swallowing them, because that's how Kirby gets his powers.
Oh, okay.
So they have to be an enemy for him to actually get their powers. But what he can do is anytime his friends can give him an upgrade. Say you have a sword and you like hold up on the joystick, and whoever you have around you that can give you an upgrade will just stop there. And say it's a fire guy, he'll make your sword on
Yeah,
fire. If it's a nice guy, he'll do that.
and the,
It's
the thing is
pretty cool.
when we were playing cooperatively through the demo, it had us. It was like, all right, in order to advance, since I was player two, I had to like hold up with my flame. I had like a flamethrower guy essentially, and so my guy was shooting the flame up, and then Kirby had to do something as well to make the sword a flame sword.
Yeah.
So it made us like work together to do that thing, which I thought was cool. But we didn't try it with any of the other abilities, so I'm excited to try that when it comes out too.
Yeah, for sure. First game I've been playing this week is The Last of Us Remastered on PS4.
Oh boy.
I'd never played this before because before Black Friday, I never had a PS4 and I never owned a PS3. So I finally got around to grabbing this. I'd wanted to play it ever since it was first announced, and I always heard how good it was. That it lives up to it. Damn, this is a good.
How much have you played it?
I've probably put about, I guessed about 5 hours in.
Okay, yeah, you're definitely further than me because I just started playing it recently too. And
Mm.
I can imagine you having a daughter, that opening scene really hit home.
It,
Because, like, dude, no, that scene was like super sad for me, and I don't even have any kids.
this was I think the third game that ever actually made me tear up. Like movies always get me, but video games usually don't for some reason. But this one got me. Like just like you said, oh, dogs. I I have a daughter, and that was a super emotional moment for me. Like that was awesome. Well, not awesome, but it was huge, and it's just an awesome game.
Yeah, I'm only about 2 hours in, I'd say.
Mm.
But I mean, it's still really good. Like the cutscenes, I'm looking forward to all the cutscenes in the game.
Yeah, it's amazingly well done.
Yeah, I mean, even if the game is a PS3 game, I mean, granted, it is remastered for PS4, but it's still like you can still tell it's an older looking game, but it's still really good. And I'm excited to play through it and then play the new one when it comes out, whenever that may be.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Up next, I have been playing Fortnite. So we talked about it a bit last week. Fortnite is really winning this, I guess, the publicity right now in terms of the battle royale games, and I think that's largely because it's free. Um, yeah, so I've been playing it because some of my friends have been playing it as well because it's free, so it's easier to talk them into downloading it. and they've been getting really into it. So then they've been inviting me, and I've been playing with them. And yeah, I've been streaming it a bunch. It's just really addicting. They had a 20, so they had 5 teams of 20. That was a game mode. So you were on a team of 20. That was pretty fun. The downside to that though is you can still only queue up with 4 people max.
Mm-hmm.
Because our problem that we always have is that there's 5 of us and only 4 of us can play together. So I mean, we were hoping with the 20v20 game mode that you'd be able to queue up with more than 4, but I mean, it is what it is. That's the way the game is.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that that game is, it's crazy, man. It's getting all the publicity. Like Drake was playing it last night with like a pro streamer. They broke the Twitch concurrent viewer record with over 600,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely insane.
Yeah. I've been talking about this with friends because one of my friends is like the world's hugest PUBG supporter. Like he lives and dies since that game came out. And I was telling him like, dude, it's like, say what you want about Fortnite, but it's winning this battle right now. Like,
I mean,
and I don't think it's only because it's free. I think it's because of the updates they've put out. Like they've been updating that game and bringing out so much new stuff that it's really kept it alive and strong.
I mean, yeah, that's very true. And I wouldn't say like it's definitely winning without a doubt, but I don't think PUBG is going away anytime
Oh
soon.
no,
Like
it will never go away.
like
It's like
PUBG is
Minecraft.
still a huge game.
It's like
Don't
Minecraft. Everyone loves, or not everyone plays Minecraft anymore, but there's still such a huge community around it, and it's a blockbuster game still.
Yeah, exactly. I think PUBG actually just announced that they have 5 million players on Xbox now, which is pretty crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, that's quite a bit, especially all those people buying a $30 game with that's no free trials.
That is early access and not even complete.
But also part of that is they were including the game with every Xbox purchase for a while there.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you bought a new Xbox during that time span, you got it whether you wanted it or not.
But yeah, either way, both games I think are good in their own different ways, and I don't see either of them going away anytime soon, unless something huge happens where some new, I don't know, say the next Call of Duty or something, or the next Battlefield comes out with a Fortnite Battle Royale mode that completely obliterates these, and I don't even see that happening.
It won't happen, no.
Just like because
they can make that mode, but it won't obliterate them. They're always going to be there.
Yeah, they'll always be there, especially because PUBG is $30, which is not expensive at all.
No.
And Fortnite is free. So Fortnite, I think, is always just going to be a game you see somebody on your friends list playing until that whole genre of game modes dies out.
Yeah, and at some point, I do kind of wonder just how long that genre is going to stay strong, because now we're starting to get to a point where it's getting very filled up with games. Like a ton of games are going to start doing this. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully people start innovating on it a little more than they have been so far, I hope, but we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. Speaking of PUBG, you've been playing some of it, John.
Yep, I have. I got back into it, playing with my one friend that I was mentioning. I still never played alone, not like it scares me or anything. Like I remember you saying, it's just, I don't think it's as fun alone.
I agree. I agree with that completely.
Yeah. I've gotten better at it. I think in the last week, I've probably won about 4 or 5 matches on the like 3 nights I've played it. So nice. I'm happy with that. It does run a lot better now than it did back then, thank God. And it might also help that I'm playing on an Xbox One X now. I've had no problems except for a little rubber banding, but I've never been kicked from a game on it, and it looks better than it originally did when I first played it. So I'm happy with that.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I mean, that game I think is still fun. It's definitely more suspenseful than Fortnite, I think.
Yeah,
just because it takes long. It takes, like, the maps are bigger, so it just takes longer before you actually see an opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, up next, I have been playing Red Dead Redemption. I think I played about another hour of it last night. That game's cool. I mean, it's pretty much Grand Theft Auto in Western setting, which, I mean, I'm fine with.
Hmm.
I'm not quite sure where the story's going yet because I haven't played all that much, but I'm sure I'm gonna like the game just for the gameplay aspect of it alone.
Yeah,
But
I want to give it a try. I have it sitting on my box right behind me, and I've never installed it or anything. I want to get to it before the second one comes out in November, but just got other games right now.
yeah, I definitely feel that. I think I'd also started playing it just because I don't really have a single player game on the docket right now. I mean, I guess I did start Last of Us, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, and then with Far Cry coming out in like what, a week and a half now, and Sea of Thieves next week, who knows what I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah. All right. Next, I've been playing more Overwatch. We're gonna talk about Brigida here later, but nothing new there except that I might be joining like a weekly scrimmage thing. Who knows? Um, Also, I finally got to back to playing Mario Odyssey and trying out Luigi's Balloon World, and I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Uh, it's I think of it just kind of like looking for power moons in the game like you normally would, but you have a timer. Like it
Yeah.
kind of adds a different kind of gameplay to it.
I
Uh,
I finally made my girlfriend make a Nintendo Online account or whatever they're called
yeah,
and try it out, and she thinks it's really cool as well.
yeah, it's really enjoyable. Uh, I kind of wish last week in the Nintendo Direct we would have gotten more Mario Odyssey worlds, but going back and playing this Balloon World add-on is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think the more Mario worlds are inevitable. It's gonna happen.
That
I would assume. You see, I don't even know when that would happen because I was gonna say I'd assume this summer when it dies down, but they have more games coming out, like Mario Aces,
yeah,
Super Mario,
well,
the tennis
they,
game.
they could quickly just add on more worlds whenever they wanted, but it's either going to be that or I think they might pull what they did with Mario Galaxy, where they just made a second one like really fast. Like that could happen in like 2 or 3 years down the road. We get another Mario Odyssey.
I'm cool with that too. Either
Yeah,
way, I still have to
I
play
am always
Odyssey.
okay with more Mario.
I still have to play Odyssey, but I already know that I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last game I've been playing is SteamWorld Dig for the Switch. I've been playing this for a while. It's mainly my game I play to go to bed because I'm reviewing it for that video game blog. But yeah, I'm almost done with it. So my review should be on that videogameblog.com this weekend sometime, hopefully. And maybe I'll even make a review for the YouTube channel, Almost Random, but who knows? We'll see.
Gonna review your own channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna review my own channel. No, but yeah, I mean, SteamWorld Dig, it's a pretty cool game. I didn't know how I would like it going into it, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. So look out for the review on that videogameblog.com. All right, with that, let's go to our next topic, which is just some of the news that has been happening this week. First up is some news from today, announced this morning, like really early in the morning, wasn't it?
I don't know when. I was sleeping.
Yeah, I think it was like 6 a.m. or something my time. So,
Mm.
but so this was kind of teased, I think last week or 2 weeks ago by CD Projekt Red that Geralt, is that how you say it? Is it?
I think it's Geralt.
Oh, Geralt. Okay, I'm gonna mess that up a bunch.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was kind of they kind of teased that Geralt was gonna come to a different game in the near future this
Mm.
year, later this year. And we found out this morning that Geralt is coming to Soul Calibur 6. Oscar Deus of GameSpot writes, Geralt of Rivia will be a playable character in Soul Calibur 6. Bandai Namco and CD Projekt Red have announced. In addition, a stage based on the Witcher series, Kaer Morioth what? Uh Polygon?
Kaer Morioth Polygon. I have no idea.
I don't know what that is either. It will be available as one of the game's arenas. The Witcher himself will, according to a statement, keep his signature fighting style in his transition from open world RPG to fighting game. He'll be able to utilize a combination of swordplay, ability enhancing potions, and combat magic. In addition to having the character, his English voice actor, and his signature stage based Oh, and a signature stage based on The Witcher's training ground. There will also be the iconic music track from the series, Hunt or Be Hunted. I mean, like, I'm fine with this. I don't know if I'm going to get Soul Calibur 6 because I'm not really much into fighting games at all. But I mean, I think it's cool to see, The Witcher breaking out of just The Witcher, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's cool. Soul Calibur really has a history of bringing in just cameo characters. The only Soul Calibur I've ever played, I think, was 3 or 4. It was on the GameCube,
Yeah, I
and
played. It was 4. I played that
yeah,
one too.
you could play as a Link, which I loved. Like, I'm a huge Zelda fan, and they usually do it with each console that gets the game will have its own special character, and I was kind of hoping that's what they would do this time. It seems that Geralt is coming to both PS4 and Xbox One, which I guess is cool, but I think it would have been even cooler to see just more like specific branded names on those. But hey, Geralt's pretty cool. People like him. People love The Witcher. That's awesome.
I have never played a Witcher game, but I've heard really good things.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I was like trying to think of like who I would want. I was like, okay, well, I'm playing The Last of Us right now. I think Joel would be an awesome character to bring into Soul Calibur for Xbox. I think I've already done what?
I think that they would probably bring Nathan Drake in before that.
Probably.
Just because I feel like Nathan Drake is more of a, I don't know, combat specialist in a way.
That since you haven't played that much, Joel does quite a bit of fighting.
I mean, yeah, I have like fought with him, but I don't know.
We'll see. I've never played Uncharted, so.
Oh, really? You definitely should.
But yeah, I love crossover. It's like this. Give me more of it.
I agree. You want to take over the next one?
Yeah, moving on. Toys R Us is closing.
How do you feel about this?
I obviously don't care that much because I have my own electronics store that I help run now and everything, but it's loving going to Toys R Us. When I lived in Davenport, Iowa, I used to drive by a Toys R Us every single day to get to my house wherever we were, and I used to just love, like, I would just love seeing the sign. Like, I was just like excited every time I saw it, thinking, oh, we might go there today. Yes, and just not usually. But yeah, it's kind of downing. I worked there for a few months as a part-time job, a seasonal part-time job, and it never paid well or anything, but it was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the most fun jobs I ever had.
I mean, yeah, like I have fond memories of as a kid, we used to go there every once in a while, and it's just, I don't know, it was just an amazing feeling, I guess, especially like buying games there. I remember I bought a few games there, but I actually think I bought Soul Calibur 4 there, which is funny now that I think about it. But yeah, I mean, it's sad to see, like, because I feel like it's such an iconic store. Like everybody knows what Toys R Us is.
It's got to be definitely the biggest like dedicated like kids store right now, right?
Oh yeah, I mean,
I can't think of anything else.
Because if you think about it, like 10 plus years ago, we had KB Toys in malls. I don't know if you knew what that was, but that was pretty big.
I have no idea now.
But those all closed down, and I think now pretty much all we have left, other than Toys R Us, is like some generic, like mom and pop, like toy store in the mall. But that's about it.
Like, yeah, I can't think of any toy stores besides Toys R Us around here, which kind of sucks, but whatever, I guess.
I mean, it's sad.
Not like there's ever going to be a shortage of toys anywhere.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just a show of, I don't know, like times are changing, I guess. I mean, most people, like if you think about it, Toys R Us is probably way overpriced compared to like finding the same toy on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's always been I remember that was always my thing. The thing my mom said to me whenever I asked to go there, she's like, no, it's just too expensive and all that. So I've never actually done a ton of shopping there.
Yeah, I don't think I really have either, but I remember we used to go there and it was fun to look around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss their catalogs and like the Black Friday sale stuff, the newspaper.
Yeah.
Just because I like even recently, I remember looking through that and like, what the hell is a little kid gonna do with this? Like this is what kids are into now. But yeah, I mean it's sad.
R.I.P. Jeffrey the
Uh,
giraffe.
R.I.P. Jeffrey the giraffe. Moving on. Fortnite is going mobile, and iOS beta invites are going out now. Michael McWhirter, weird last name, of I can't remember. It was either Polygon or Kotaku. I don't know why I didn't write it down. But he says the first wave of invites for the mobile version of Epic Games Fortnite is going out to players who signed up to test the game. Players who have been selected should have an email from Epic inviting them to download the game from Apple's App Store. Epic said on its website that this is merely the first round of invites for Fortnite for the Fortnite invite event on iOS. The company said it will send out additional invites to players in the coming days and weeks. So if you don't get one right away, don't worry. Players can still register for an invite at the Fortnite website. Fortnite on iOS is a 2 gigabyte download and requires an invite from Epic or a friend to play. Epic says the iOS version is in an early state, and we look forward to your feedback as we iterate and improve. The mobile version is compatible with Fortnite version 3.3, which today introduced supply llamas. I have no idea what that is, and new remote explosive weapon. Okay, and the new remote explosive. So I'm assuming that's like C4, that last part. But yeah, I think this is pretty huge news. Just because Fortnite's so big right now, and PUBG announced that PUBG is coming to mobile, but they didn't act on it nearly as quickly as Fortnite did.
No.
Fortnite literally just announces out of the blue, and then beta invites are going out already. I signed up for a beta invite just because I'm curious to see how the game plays on phones.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually just reading an article on Polygon like half hour ago, and they were like praising the way it runs on the iPhone. Granted, I'm sure it depends on what iPhone you have. Like if you have a newer one, it's probably going to run amazing. If you have like 3 models older, it's probably not as great. But nonetheless, I think this is nuts. And I was reading another article yesterday that was talking about how mobile players can actually play with PC players if they want to, which is
it's cross-platform.
yeah. So they can play with PC and Xbox and PS4, which is crazy. And I don't know, man. This is crazy. These are weird times.
I mean, that's awesome and everything, but without playing it on phone myself, I would say that there's no way I could see it being better than any of those other ways. It's gonna
absolutely.
You can't pull off those controls on a touch screen as well.
Absolutely not. But I mean, if you really think about it, though, they could really like. I have I have multiple nieces, but 2 of them are like obsessed with like technology and cell phones and iPads. So like they'll always be asking my brother for, his cell phone, or my sister-in-law for her cell phone, like when they're in the car, like to play a game or something just to kill time. And one of my nieces actually plays Roblox a bunch. So I feel like this could really, like little kids who say don't have a video game console, say they've been seeing all these memes online of Fortnite. Oh, they can download Fortnite for free on their parents' phone. Okay, they'll play that. And then when it comes down to like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? I want an Xbox One so I could play Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like, so that progression is definitely there. It could definitely reel people in. It's definitely, I don't know. I mean, everybody has a cell phone now, so anybody can just inevitably, when it comes out, just download the game and try it out. Granted, this in no way is going to be the optimal way to play the game. In no world. The controls to this are just going to be way too intense, and playing against somebody who's playing on a PC, you're going to get destroyed.
Gotcha. All right. Moving on. The Shadow of the Tomb Raider has a confirmed release date. Javi Gwaltney of Game Informer says Square Enix has confirmed that Shadow of the Tomb Raider is coming out on September 14th for the Xbox One and Xbox One X. Obviously, they're the same console. PlayStation 4 and PC simultaneously. The company says more info is coming on April 27th. Did you see the teaser trailer that they released today for it?
Oh, they actually released it today. Okay, because I saw yesterday it was leaked, and like I watched like 2 seconds of that leaked video, and I was like, I'm not watching this. Like somebody recorded it on like their cell phone in a movie theater. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the trailer. I didn't play Rise of the Tomb Raider yet. That's the newest one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I still have to play
that's,
Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I
that's the
played the
newest one.
one. I played the one before that, which I really enjoyed. But I know Rise of the Tomb Raider is in Game Pass now, Xbox Game Pass, so I'll have to try that.
Definitely try it. That was probably my favorite game to come out that year. It was great. I'm extremely excited for this Shadow of the Tomb Raider to come out. They were talking that this is like the end of this arc for her, everything, like the reboot thing. I can't really see this being the last like Tomb Raider or anything. So I don't know really what they meant by that.
So,
But
I mean, the way that sounds, this is the first I'm hearing about that, but the way it sounds is much like, Batman, how they had the Dark Knight trilogy. I feel like this might just be something similar to that. Like we're gonna see Tomb Raider again. It just might not be the same style of Tomb Raider, I guess, like the same story arc. So
yeah.
maybe they're just gonna cut to a different trilogy of some sort, which I think is pretty interesting.
They could probably cut it down to they could cut to like further into her career or something, because this is all very much her beginning and everything.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'm excited for the new one, even though I haven't played the newest one that came out, Rise of the Tomb Raider. But I like the first one so much that I know I'm gonna enjoy the next two.
Yeah, I definitely recommend Rise of the Tomb Raider.
All right, up next, Brigitte. Is that how you say it?
It's Brigitte.
I'm never gonna get that right. Brigitte is releasing on Overwatch next Tuesday. You excited for this?
Yeah, I'm really excited for her. She's kind of a tank, and I'm excited to bring her in and give her a try. I have a PC, obviously, but I haven't actually gotten on the PTR and tried her yet. But I'm excited.
Are you excited to go into the arcade mode and see 5 out of 6 people on your team playing as her?
Yeah, that happens every
out?
time a hero is released, and when you're in quick play or competitive, that character is always the first one right away. Good. Yeah, I mean, I think I've said before how I think the community around Overwatch sucks, but I'm still excited for a new character, and I love the way Blizzard has kept this game up to date and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome the way that they just continuously add stuff to the game, keeping everything fresh and new.
For sure. I lost us. EA creates an accessibility portal for disabled players. Robbie Key of Game Informer says, a forum on the site allows people to voice feature changes they want in games, as well as general discussions. EA says any new news regarding the site will come through the EA account. There are currently 3 games on the accessibility site: UFC 3, Madden NFL 18, and NHL 18. Each title lists ways to help various types of disabilities, including colorblindness and blindness, the latter of which has instructions dealing with the number of button or joystick directional presses to access parts of the game. NHL 18, for example, has a 2-button gameplay option to assist those who may not have the flexibility with their hands. So I saw the article for this, and I just put it in there because I think it's cool.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
EA is always getting ragged on as like the worst company out there, but like something like this is awesome. Even if it's only for like their sports games, like they're just trying to help people play games that otherwise wouldn't really have a chance at it. Oh, there is a company that's like dedicated to this kind of thing. I can't remember their name now. I know Kind of Funny advertises for them.
I forget what it's called, but
yeah,
I mean, this is EA. They're doing more here with just these few games than most companies are probably going to do in the next 10 years.
Thing, and I'm happy to see EA giving it a try.
You and me both. Up next, the Xbox E3 press conference has been dated. Microsoft makes changes for the biggest showing ever. as they called it. Chris Pereira of GameSpot writes, Microsoft has officially confirmed its plans for E3 2018. Rather than have its usual presence inside the Los Angeles Convention Center where EA takes place, Microsoft is moving the bulk of its efforts across the street to the nearby Microsoft Theater in LA Live. The company says this will make for the company's biggest E3 showing ever. I feel like biggest E3 showing ever is just in terms of size, maybe, because they can probably have more people in there. So biggest, meaning, like in physical
that's definitely
size
what
of
it
it.
sounds like. Because what they're doing is they're moving their press conference into there, and then they're moving games in there to play as well. So it's just a ton of room dedicated to just Microsoft stuff. And then their normal booth that they have that's actually in the convention center will be like centered around Mixer and streaming and stuff like that. So we'll see how that turns out. But the stuff across the street in the Microsoft, whatever it's called, the studio, whatever, it sounds awesome. I mean, I wish I could go regardless.
I mean, I think it also sounds really cool because maybe you don't necessarily need an E3 pass to get in. Maybe you'll be able to buy a separate pass that's not as expensive just to go to the Microsoft side.
From what they were talking, they actually made plans with the ESA who throws on E3,
Okay.
and they were very specific that this is a part of E3. You know how EA, the last couple of years,
EA Play.
They made their own thing, and they were very adamant about this is our own thing. This is all EA dedicated time. Microsoft has really made it clear that they want this to be a part of E3.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm excited. It's crazy to think that E3 stuff is coming out already.
Yeah, there's actually been quite a bit of E3 stuff coming out. The hype is starting to build, and we're only, what, 3 months away?
3 months, yeah. God, that's
Let's
crazy
go.
to think of. I have a feeling that, E3 is always big, but I don't think it's going to be as major this year as it has been in the past. Like last year, everybody was anticipating, the Xbox One X stuff. Well, Scorpio at the time. I don't think any consoles are getting announced this year. So it's just all going to be about games, which is, it's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of which games are going to wow us, I guess. But I'm sure we could talk your ear off about that right now, but we'll get to that in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, I like you said, it's going to be all about games, and I'm pretty excited to see what Phil Spencer has up his sleeve.
You and me both.
All right. Last news story here. The Crew 2 is releasing on June 29th with a collector's edition. Imran Khan of Game Informer says the collector's edition, dubbed the Motor Edition, nets you the game 3 days early for people who just can't wait. The Motor Edition comes with the Crew 2 Gold Edition, which comes with the Season Pass, the Motorsports Deluxe Pack with in-game outfits and vehicles, a customized The Crew 2 license plate, a steelbook case, the official roadmap, and 4 stickers. The Motor Edition will run you $109.99.
So, John, are you putting this license plate on your car?
No. I was really excited for the first one to come out, even though I'm not a huge racing guy, but there are certain racing games that look fun, so I'll give them a try. I was excited for this one, and I gotta say, I was really disappointed in it. Me too. I'm not looking forward to this one at all. I don't think I'll grab it.
Neither have I. I honestly have a feeling the Crew 2 is going to be the last we see of the Crew.
I hope, because I don't think anyone was really asking for a Crew 2 to begin with.
Exactly. That's exactly why I think Crew 2 is going to be the last we see of that series. Just because the Crew 1, it may have done okay sales-wise, but the people that did buy it, myself included, were, all pretty let down.
Yeah, for sure.
It looked promising in terms of, the whole cross-country stuff, all that, but it just did not perform the way I expected it to. And I don't think the Crew 2 is for me at all. I would be very surprised if the Crew 2 does well.
And, who knows? But it's, all they're doing is adding boats and planes. I I mean, they haven't really gone over like the map size if like they're doing the whole United States thing again, which I would guess they do, but would it be a bigger version of it now, or are they going to just focus on a region? I don't know.
Neither do I. Well, moving on, this is typically where our show would end, but we're going to start doing a new thing that we're calling Topic of the Show, where we're going to start asking viewers and listeners for topics. And this week we have a topic from that video game blog. John, you want to read it?
All right. So they said, how about the Nintendo Switch's multiplayer situation? Been thinking about it, and almost every game in the App Store is single player or a party game. Do you think we will ever get a deep multiplayer narrative game like Borderlands on the Switch?
I mean, I think it's very well possible that a Borderlands could come to Switch, like 1 or 2. I don't think we're getting a new Borderlands on the Switch.
Borderlands 3, there's always a chance that they make it for the Switch. But my short answer for this is multiplayer narrative game from Nintendo, like a first-party game. No, we'll never get that.
No chance.
From third-party, yes. I could definitely see a game like I said, Borderlands. They could remake the Handsome Jack collection and put it on Switch. I could definitely see that.
I could see that as well.
Yeah. But Nintendo, they're all about that party game and single player lifestyle. None of their franchises really have that just multiplayer narrative there.
Yeah, unless they come up with something completely new, which I don't see happening. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure whatever the new Pokemon game is going to be coming to Switch is going to have some multiplayer element, but it's not going to be anything that, is required at all.
No.
It's just going to be something on the side like current Pokemon games are.
Yeah, that would be very much just your battle area and trading and all that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, in terms of like Nintendo consoles in general, I don't think of Nintendo consoles as something for a multiplayer narrative game. Like,
only one I can think of is A Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, where you had to like have the Game Boy to play it and everything. That's the only one I can think of, and I've heard good things about it, but it was just too hard to get to. So maybe that, I guess, if they wanted to go back to that, but I couldn't see any other instance of that from a Nintendo party.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening at all. Yeah, third party for sure. I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later, but I just honestly don't see Nintendo doing anything like this. Like, I don't see them going out of their way to do something like this.
No, it like I said, they're all about party games, getting the family together, and in that way, they're gonna have their multiplayer stuff. But just a story focused around people working together, like A Way Out, is going to be here coming soon. It's just not going to happen.
Hey, A Way Out coming next week, huh?
I'll be reviewing it.
That is. Did you get a code or did you?
I bought it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, that is episode 31 of the Pixel Street Podcast. As always, I'm Joel Campos, joined with John Hansen. You can find me on Twitter at Campos63. Go like the Pixel Street Podcast Facebook page. We're just over 80 likes now. Hopefully by next week we have over 100, which would be awesome. Yeah, you can watch us live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, as well as get our audio podcast on pretty much your podcast platform of choice on Monday mornings. You can find both of our writing actually over at thatvideogameblog.com. If you want to watch us on YouTube, by the way, that is at Almost Random on YouTube. Yeah, John, where can we find you?
Twitter, I am at RevXShadows. My YouTube account is RevXShadows. I'm planning on making video about last day of June. After I play it tomorrow, kind of like a first impressions video. It'd be cool. Like I said, when A Way Out comes out, I'm going to be reviewing that for that video game blog. Yeah, like you said, give the Facebook page a like. We will be sure to post our questions for like topics and everything on there every week going forward. and hopefully we can get a community built around that.
Yeah. Again, submit your topics for the show. In the comments below, on our Facebook page as well. We're bound to get through them just because, people who listen right now, there aren't many of you, but we would appreciate any topics being sent in
Very much
for the show. But yeah, as always, until next week.